Greetings, and welcome back to another battle report for my fledgling channel. And today we have again Social General Rob.
Greetings.
And for those of you who are not familiar with that title, let me know if you can figure out where that reference comes from. I'll give you a hint, it is not in Star Wars.
Correct.
Comment in the comment section down below if you can figure out where Social General, what that title comes from. So today, we are going to have Grand Admiral Thrawn, debuting him on the channel, my main man, and his Chimera, going up against General Dodonna.
Yes.
And lots of crit finding on this rebel fleet for sure. Coming up, we're going to be discussing the fleets, the mission, and then strategies that Rob and I both have for our fleet build and initial thoughts on the mission. Okay, so for the Imperials, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn, and of course on board the Chimera, an Imperial II Star Destroyer. And with that title, it basically allows me to choose whatever fleet command I want at the start of every turn. Starting off, it will be entrapment formation. And then, of course, I have Commander Vanto as the officer on that slot. And I am going to be trying out advanced projectors. I usually like early warning system, but I am going to give advanced projectors a try this time. And then we have leading shots and XI-7s, which is the combo that I definitely prefer for shooting. And then local fire control for the gunnery slot, to swap out one of my redirects for a salvo, because I love the salvo defense now that is in the game. Then we also have a Quasar 1 that has Commander Woldar, and it also has flight controllers, boosted comms, and expanded hangar bay. Just a pure dedicated carrier for full fighter support. And also part of that fighter support will be a Gazanti that is loaded with a Constructor Gorham and Bomber Command Center. I then have another ship that I have not used in a long time, and that is a Gladiator 1 fully kitted out. We are doing the Insidious title. I know it's not as common as Demolisher, but I wanted to give it a try, see if I can get it to work. And we have Intel Officer, Ordnance Experts, Engine Techs, and expanded launchers for that massive forward arc shot. And then I love Raiders, and Raiders are so much better now with the upgrade to Evade in 1.5. I'm so glad. So I have two Raider 1s, both with Ordnance Experts and Assault Concussion missiles. And then for my squadrons, I have Merrick Stell, the Defender Ace himself, leading my 3 TIE Defenders, and then the combo with Colonel Jendon. And then for a bit of escort duty, we have Tempest Squad, which can also act as a bomber squad. So coming up, we will see the Rebel fleet. Okay, so for the Rebels, leading the way, General Dodonna is on a Starhawk Mark 1. And there's going to be fitted out an Intel Officer, leading shots, heavy turbo laser turrets, and for a one-use fleet command, we have a flag bridge upgrade, and he has chosen Intensified Firepower. And just so you know that, for those of you not familiar, flag bridge lets you get the fleet command upgrade slot, but you cannot use tokens to activate the fleet command, which means you have to discard it when you use it. So it's a once per game use, but in a key opportune moment, that Intensified Firepower could prove key for Rob in this game. We then have some heavy firepower in the MC-75 Ordnance Cruiser with the Aspiration title, Weapons Liaison Officer, Assault Proton Torpedoes, Expanded Launchers, and Ordnance Experts. I do not want to get close to that ship for sure. We then have a Nebulon B escort frigate, the classic Yavaris, with Torin Farr and Auxiliary Shields team, and 2 GR-75 medium transports, one with repair crews and one with bomber command. And you'll see why he wants bomber command here as we talk about the plethora of squadrons here on the Rebel side. We have Luke Skywalker himself with Nora Wexley, Corran Horn, Hera Syndulla, Nim, Dash Rendar, 2 X-Wings, and a Y-Wing squadron. For our mission today, we are doing Contested Outpost, And for those that are not familiar with it, the station is not going to be healing, and the station does not obstruct. And at the end of every round, we measure all ships that are distance 1, and whoever has the most command value gains a victory token, and victory tokens are worth 20 points. And just so you know, the command value is how many command dials you have to place on your ship whenever you're planning your commands. The larger ships take more commands you have to plan ahead, smaller ships have less. So the more ships you have around and the larger ships you have around the station, the better chance of getting the victory token for that round. Alright, coming up next, we'll then have a brief pre-game interview with both commanders to see potential strategies for the game and the thought behind the fleet builds. Okay, I will start us off talking about my fleet.
Good.
So obviously Grand Admiral Thrawn, my favorite. If you watch my introductory video for my channel, you will know why I love Thrawn so much and my Chimera build. He is just going to basically be the command and control center of my whole fleet. And then the Quasar and the Gazanti are going to basically be the focus of all of my fighters. They're going to be the carrier command and control section, flying around together, supporting each other, supporting the squadrons. Then I have my hunter-killer team, which is the Gladiator and the 2 Raiders. Their job is just to move fast and hit hard at close range and then get out before they themselves are destroyed. And hopefully they can do a lot of damage, hit and run tactics, etc. And for this, the goal is definitely just to try to get the Chimera close to the contested outpost and just park it there and make Rob force me off of it. So Rob,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on your fleet and your strategy?
Well, when I was first making this fleet up, I decided I want to go a general or a commander that I never used. Normally I use Akbar. I've used several others in the past. Akbar being usually my one I usually like. This time I decided to use General Dodonna. And as I was reading General Dodonna, basically anytime he gets a crit, the first crit that comes up face.
You get to draw 4 cards, and you pick the one I have to take.
And I get to pick the one you have to take. So I thought, oh wow, I really do like that. Okay. So then I started thinking, wait a minute, Luke Skywalker, which is why I took him in, basically ignores shields. So it doesn't matter if he's got full shields or not. Once Luke goes in there, he sets off a bomb, boom, face up. But then I get to choose which of the 4 top cards I can choose and say, hey, listen, you're going to take this one. Well, your shields are now completely down, weapons are, damaged and whatnot.
Yeah, needless to say, Luke's going to be priority target number 1 for me.
That I already figured out too.
Yeah.
Hence several of the people that are in the force in there. So General Dodonna, I want to protect him as well. So I put him on the Starhawk. Plus the Starhawk brings incredible firepower.
Yes.
On its own. I did not pick a title for Starhawk. Now I had a problem with Starhawk this time. I was trying to think of something that would work out well with kind of doing the crit thing. Yeah, there's several things I could have done, but none of them really fit well. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to spend the points on that. So I thought, okay, if I want to get the Dodonna get his crits in, which is just his ship alone, I want an intel officer on there.
Yep.
Because I want to cause some little more problems there for you. And then the heavy turn lasers, I mean, come on, you have to use your brace defense.
That means that if I use my brace, if I want to do half, I can only spend it once. Like I can't spend a redirect and a salvo. If I spend multiple defense tokens, I can only brace 1 damage away as opposed to half. So give me some hard choices when I'm getting hit by the Starhawk.
And giving him hard choices is hard to do anyways in the first place. And then leading shots, of course, as we already discussed many times, it's just a great all-around card. M75 I brought in because, well, we've played a game before, Outer Rims, I believe the campaign, if you remember.
Rebellion in the Rim.
Rebellion in the Rim, sorry. And one of our other players brought in an M75 that was basically almost kind of the ship anyways, if not.
Yeah, basically a missile boat.
Missile boat that was really close range, in your face, and brought a lot of pain. So I thought, I'm going to try that again, because I haven't played an M75 ever before, so I thought I'd brought the as well. I brought the Nebula B back. Now, that's because, A, it's been doing pretty well for me. B, it's been giving Ben some pain. But I also put on, of course, Yavaris, as we mentioned, to help with the fighters, to help with, many of those different fighters I got out there to help get Luke in there.
And for those that are not aware, Yavaris has changed since 1.5.
Correct.
It used to be that if you activate a squadron with Yavaris and the squadron does not move, they get to shoot twice. Now it's to where they get an extra dice when they attack. It's still powerful, but it's not quite as powered that Yavaris used to be.
Right. So, but the extra dice is nice too, especially
yes,
when you get that crit now.
Absolutely.
And on G75, so I went with Repair Cruise because, well, it just was a lot nicer than actually trying to remember all my engineer points. To be honest, it's an easy way to repair. And then, of course, I went with the Bomber Command to go with Luke and all the rest of the, because basically my fleet is basically got bombers in it. I think there might be one or two that I do not. Yeah. But the basis is get in there fast, hit hard. I'm gonna, for the mission itself, get that Starhawk as best I can up there.
He's got 4 commands. He's going to be hard to remove from that station.
Yeah, and that's where he's basically going to become the bulwark over there. The M75s, basically, and the others, except for maybe Yavaris, are going to be going up close, personal, and trying to get as much damage as possible. Obviously, the fighter is a major thing in this for me.
Okay. Well, coming up, we're going to be showing you the final setup after the fleet have deployed in the start of turn 1. Just so you know, Rob, we both came in at 600 points even. Mm-hmm. Rob chose to be first player, and then, after we rolled off, he chose to be first player because he won the roll-off. Yeah. And he decided on contested outpost. So Rob will be first player, and we will be back at the start of turn 1. Okay, here we are at the start of round 1 for the contested outpost 600-point match between Grand Admiral Thrawn and General Dodonna. Here we have the Rebel deployment, the Starhawk, the Ordnance Cruiser, the Repair Flotilla nudged in between in the back of them, Yavaris, and the Bomber Command Flotilla with all of their squadrons and all of the Rebel heroes. And over here, I have my Hunter-Killer group, the Gladiator and the 2 Raiders, hoping that they can go skirt around the edge and do some damage on the flank. They're both going max speed, Gladiator at 3, Raiders at 4. Then over here, on the opposite flank, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn and his dedicated carrier group prepared to move in. We'll see if this pincer movement plan of mine comes to fruition. Basically see if I can get it to work, because that Starhawk and Ordnance Cruiser combo, along with all the bombers, if I get trapped either one of my flanks, I could be in serious trouble. So we will see what happens. Turn 1 begins, coming up. Alright, what are we doing with the Starhawk, Rob?
Alright, well, I'm going to use my command dial here.
Navigate dial.
Navigate. And I'm going to be going at speed 2.
Taking a token, right?
Token.
Yep.
Right, so I can spend it to move. May take the token. I'm going to be going forward at that angle. Perfect right there, Ben, if you would. Thank you.
Yep, just clicking it at the 1.
Yep. And right about there.
Okay, I'll be activating my Gazanti. It's going to be a navigate command. I'm not going to be using it, so I will also be taking a token. Just moving forward. Turn slightly. Like so.
Alright, Ben, I'm going to do the M75 next. Okay, there's my dial. It's a engineering. And I take the token, and I'm going to move ahead too, please. Right about, let's see, let's lock it in right there. Sounds good, yeah.
Straight ahead.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be doing my Quasar next, doing a engineering dial and taking a token, and just moving forward at 1. And also, I'll mention this here, that I did switch to take evasive action with my Chimera for my fleet command. It won't be activated this turn, but I just went ahead and switched it this turn so that I have it ready.
All right, Ben. I think I'm going to use the GR75 here, the
Repair cruise.
please. Yep. And that'll be a navigate. I will use the extra navigate token to do a little extra turn, so I get.
Or the using the dial.
Dial.
To get an extra click here. Just getting an extra click so you can do a nice inside turn.
Yes.
Stay behind and not go off the board with the turn.
Or smash into other metal ships.
Yeah, don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, don't want that.
No.
Okay, I will be activating the Chimera with an engineering command, taking a token. I'm going to maintain moving at speed 2, just going straight. And Commander Vanto, his ability, I gave myself a navigate token. We will just be maintaining a straight maneuver with the Chimera at speed 2.
Alright, I'll move my bomber center from GR75. There. It is a navigation.
And getting an extra click at the 1 and doing a little sidestep maneuver here.
So we had to move the fighters just out of the way to get the
Yeah, when you're doing that, you could place tokens there to determine where they're at. But when you're just amongst friends playing casual, a lot of times you just remember where they are and just put them back whenever you're done moving. Okay. Alright, activating the Insidious. It is a navigate dial. And I took the extra click here at the 1, which I normally don't get one, just doing a little side shift here. And then since I did a navigate, I'm going to engine text to then execute a speed 1 maneuver. That's where I put it. And just to then start angling back in. Like so.
Okay, Ben, we're going to go.
So this is Javaris.
Yeah, Javaris.
And do a navigate dial, and he's going to slow down to speed 1. What is that, speed 2? And just straightforward 1. Okay, my first raider that is unmarked, taking a navigate, getting the extra click at the 1. So do some little drifting here. And then I'm just going to continue with my second one here. I'm just going to get the maneuver set up now. It is also a navigate. I don't need to use the dial to do what I want to do, so I am just going to take a token for my raider. Some formation flying going here with my Hunter-Killer squad. Okay, here we are at the start of round 2, and I'll also give you a summary here of what happened in the squadron phase, just bunches of movement. Merrick Steele, Colonel Jendon, the Defenders, and Tempest Squad have moved forward, preparing to engage these X-Wings and Corran Horn. Meanwhile, the remaining Rebel squadrons have diverted new orders, all coming over here to try to deal with my Hunter-Killer squad of ships coming around the right flank. We have Nim leading the way with Luke, a Y-Wing, Dash Rendar, Nora Wexley, and Hera, preparing to intercept. I have a feeling there could be at least some squadron engagements. I don't know if there'll be any shots from ships, but we shall see as we continue round 2.
Okay. I think I'm going to take the G75 now.
MC75.
M75. Yeah, I got the other one.
275 or 375s in this list.
Right. So, MC75, aspiration. She will be moving forward at 2.
Yep, and taking a token.
Token.
Because I'm not going to be using the dial.
Not needed yet.
And also, for this, to let you guys know, we forgot to do aspiration at the beginning of the game, so we moved 2 shields from the port side and moved them to the front. So he now has 6 shields on the front of aspiration. And also, just so you guys know about that title, if you're not familiar, he cannot repair shields until his front shields get back down to their normal value.
Which is 4.
Which is 4, yes. Okay, activating the Chimera. And just to let you guys know, I did activate Take Evasive Action with my Navigate token at the start of the round. My dial is a Navigate, which I am going to use to speed up to speed 3. I'm doing some extra jank here, so you can explain this maneuver. Getting a click here at the 1 because of my dial. The standard click is normal. Then clicking back this way, normally I'd get 1 click, but because of Take Evasive Action, I get an additional click. So it just really adds to the maneuverability of large ships like a Star Destroyer when you have a nav dial in the Take Evasive Action command. And then after I resolve that command, I then tap Vanto, which will give me another Navigate token. Okay.
Alright, then I will take my Starhawk here, and I'm going to show you the command dial there. And it is a straight fire. I will be firing upon the radar up front there.
Yep, on the left side of your screen, it is an extremely long, it is long range, but barely from side to front.
Yep.
I'll get 2 red dice plus his concentrate fire.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 red, side to front. Okay, nice. And obviously you want to add a red, I'm assuming.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Ooh, even nicer.
And I don't think you can make any adjustments.
So
actually, technically before you roll the additional one is when you have to decide on your intel officer. Right. And now while we do that real quick, I'm just going to place these in here.
Evasion?
This is what I have. I have 2 evades and a brace on the raider.
Let's do the break.
That's the only one that's going to be a value, because if you intel and evade, I can just use the other one.
Right,
so
brace.
Until the brace. So if I spend the brace, I have to discard it because of the intel officer. And then you did the concentrate fire. Here comes the double.
Yep.
So I'm definitely going to get rid of that double. And I'm not going to give up my brace just yet, so I'm just going to be taking 2 damage on my front shields. So the shields will be down on the front. Okay, for movement, just staying at speed 2 and just taking the 2 standard clicks at the 1 and the 2 that you can normally get to start. Turning to face the incoming wolf pack, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to be doing my raider that was just shot at. Feeling navigate. And using it to get an extra click at the 0, and then I'm getting an extra click at the 4 from the Take Evasive Action Fleet command. Time to move in and prep for next turn, if I can survive this squadron onslaught that's going to be coming. Put some shots into this Starhawk, Dodonna's flagship. Okay, GR-75, that is the repair cruise. Feeling engineering. Taking a token. And let's just doing a little side shuffle here. Staying where he needs to be so we can pop off those repairs when the time comes. Dashers in front. Yeah. Okay. Okay, my marked raider. Same thing, navigate as the other one and doing the exact same maneuvering, taking the 1 with the dial at the 1, getting the extra from Take Evasive Action, and I'm hoping I am going to miss my other raider. I think I've got this plane right. Yeah, look at that formation flying. My Hunter-Killer Raiders are ready to unleash their concussion missiles into the Starhawk next turn if they are still alive.
Okay, Ben, I think I'll move the Nebulon first. It is a squadron tile. I will take the token and hold it for now. And then I'm going to move at speed 1, going to about, yeah, right there, I will move to here.
Alright, doing the Insidious. Revealing Navigate. Getting the extra click from the dial here, and then extra click here from Take Evasive Action. Also, getting in striking position. Currently out of range, we'll see what we can do next turn where everything goes. I will not be engine teching because then I would run into the back of my own raiders, so that will not be happening.
Okay, Ben, I think I'll know the GR-75, the one with the bomber center, the bomb command center. Let's see, it's a nav dial. I will not be taking the token. I will need that extra click to go speed 3. So I can get up and around and get out of the way of Chimera.
Yeah, he kind of doesn't want to see this. He sees this Chimera coming down. We've reenacted a lot of the ending of Rogue One, and
Oh, yes.
I don't think Rob wants to do that this time.
No.
Try to avoid that this time.
Plus, I need that command center, so, you know.
Yeah, Bomber Command Center is a very valuable upgrade you have right now. Okay, I'll be activating my Gazanti, who also has Bomber Command. With a Squadron Command, although I'm just going to activate 1, even though I could activate 2. I'm activating Tempest Squad right here. It has the Escort keyword and the Bomber keyword. And we'll be moving over. This fresh flotilla has now flown into range of my bombers. Let's see what we can do here. Just want to make sure as I move that it is still staying within range of my own Bomber Command Center. Okay, a black dice into the side of the GR-75. Hit crit, I'll leave that as is. And Rob, do you want to spend the evade to make me reroll, or do you want to spend the scatter to ignore damage? And you could do both. You could spend the evade, make a reroll if you still don't like it, and then spend the scatter.
Yeah, I'll do the evade first and see what happens.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't get anything worse.
Regular hit.
We'll take the regular hit shield.
Okay. Port shields are now down. And then just moving forward straight for my Gazanti at 1. Alright, last ship to activate comes to my Quasar, my dedicated carrier. It is a Squadron Command. Now I can activate 5 squadrons. Because of my expanded hangar bay and because of boosted comms, I am in range of all the squadrons I want to activate. So, all of this is it'll be interesting to try to figure out how I want to do this so that you guys can see what's going on with the squads and seeing the attacks when we do the squad phase. So I'll try to do some experimentation here to kind of show you guys a better view of what's going on. Okay, first defender moving forward to do a bombing run on the port side of that GR-75. Got a hit.
Let's see, no shields there, correct?
No shield, so you'd be taking a damage, or you can burn the evade to maybe reroll, or spend the scatter to cancel. Keep in mind you've got 4 more coming in afterwards.
Oh,
so,
I know.
Yeah.
Do these guys have swarm?
Swarm does not matter against ships.
Okay. Okay, gonna have to take it.
Alright, taking 1 damage. Okay, second defender coming in for an accuracy, then Bomber Command Center to reroll for a hit.
I'll take it.
Okay. Okay, third defender coming in. 1 health left on this Gazanti with a hit.
I have to scatter at this point.
Well, you probably want to do evade first.
Oh, okay.
And reroll, because I could reroll into an accuracy.
That is true. So burn evade.
It's a hit.
I scatter.
So scatter.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes Merrick Steele. See if he can do the business. Yeah. So Merrick Steele coming in with his bombing run. Hit and an accuracy. I'll just accuracy your scatter, and that'll be it for the GR-75.
Yep.
And the GR-75 goes down to the swarm of TIE Defenders and Tempest Squad. First casualty, oops, of the game. Fitting that he would fall apart. And then just right now, we'll go ahead and do, while we're here, and Colonel Jendon will just move forward. And will not need to do his special ability because the target has been destroyed. And then my Quasar just moving forward at speed 1. Okay, start of the squadron phase. Hera has nominated Luke and Nim to be rogue, so they are now coming in to do some bombing runs on my Insidious. And that is going to be able to get Luke barely... Actually, it would have to be closer like that. Within range 1. Yep, barely. But the deadly Luke bombing run to bypass the shields. Alright, here comes Luke's bombing run on the Gladiator. For hit crit, I will might as well try to evade that. And make you reroll.
Alright, I'll reroll.
Hit crit again. So I gotta consider what else is coming in here real quick. So Dash is coming in. We've got Nim coming in. And that will be it of the ones that could actually get in here and do more bombing. I am going to go and do my brace now because that is going through. Redirect doesn't matter because it is hitting my hull, bypassing shields. So I have to take a crit, face ups. Gladiators do not have a contain.
Yes, General Dodonna, does that accept this?
Oh yes, that's right.
General
The
Dodonna.
Dodonna, I forgot. That's the whole reason why you take this.
Yeah,
So,
that's the combo right here.
you get 4 cards, and you get to pick. We'll be back with his selection. Faulty countermeasures. That is a problem. Okay, Luke kind of blocked off Nim from his run because it would have been obstructed to get close enough hitting this corner to the line of sight dot. So he will come in and do his bombing run on this Raider here. Alright, here comes Nim with his bombing attack.
Accuracy.
Hit a crit with an accuracy. So what do you want to accuracy? I've got a brace, a green evade, and a red evade.
Green evade.
Green evade. Okay, I'm going to burn my red one to make you reroll this hit. So it goes to then just a regular hit. So I'll take 1 shield on my port side. Okay, we got Dash coming in, and Luke still is hogging all the fun on the Gladiator, so he's just going to come over here, see if he can't drop those shields of this Raider. Okay, here comes Dash's bombing run. Hit crit.
Nice.
I will...
I'm not rerolling that, by the way.
Yeah. You sure? You don't want to reroll that? I'm going to make you reroll it with my evade. Evades now work at close range and distance 1 now in 1.5, which helps the survivability of these small ships to a blank. Very good. Next we got Corrin Horn. He moved forward just outside of the asteroid belt so that he can get his full snipe dice of 4, shooting at this defender here. And he doesn't have to worry about the escort of Tempest because he is not engaged. He is in snipe range right now. Okay, Corrin snipe attack into that TIE defender for 2 damage. Defender's down to 4. 2 on 4, reroll 1 blue dice.
Yeah.
For 3 damage, down to 3 health. So both X-Wing pilots are feeling heroic and have decided to accelerate forward to tie up this Imperial ball of death of TIE defenders. And also just keep in mind, for those watching, we are playing contested outpost, so this station does nothing. It does not obstruct and it does not heal for this game. Okay, and lastly with squadrons, we have Hera moved forward, Y-Wing and Nora have also accelerated forward in preparation for next turn. We'll be coming back at the start of turn 3. Okay, here we are at the start of round 3. And just some of my start of turn stuff to let you know. I am revealing a concentrate fire dial for Thrawn, so my entire fleet gets the benefit of a concentrate fire dial. Then I use a token to reactivate take evasive action. Oh, Rob, did you want to use your once per game?
Not yet, no.
That's my firepower, so saving that. So here we are. The right flank of Thrawn's pincer move. The carrier group engaging Corran, Horn, and the X-Wings, while the Chimera is speeding along rapidly to try to get into a flanking position of Yavaris and the MC-75 Aspiration. Over on the left flank, the mighty Starhawk with General Dodonna on board is being harassed by close-range missile raiders and the Gladiator. Can it hold up to the barrage? But can my Hunter pack hold up to the barrage also of the Starhawk and its heroes and bombers that are moving in to engage? Things are about to get interesting with turn 3. Social General Rob,
Yes.
how are you feeling so far?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. I made one mistake with the last GR-75 by flying it right in front of your entire Tempest and other squadrons right there.
But you were in a tough spot. If you went left, you would have been in front of the Chimera. Yeah.
So it was, which way do I want to die? By many little cuts or one big gash right down the middle? So
Right. Yeah.
I obviously chose a little cut, so
Yeah.
I'm a little cut for punishment. So, but anyway, no, it's going well. I like it.
All right, we'll be back with the first move of turn 3.
All right, so I'll activate the Starhawk. And it's a
Engineering dial.
Engineering
Taking
dial.
token. Yeah.
yeah, I'll take the token just in case I need to use it later. Before I move, I'm going to be firing upon that raider right there that we've been working on, the fighters have been working on. And let's see what we get.
Let's see if my raider can survive this massive barrage. Okay, we've got 2 red, 2 blue, and a black. Starboard side to the front of my unmarked raider. And this is what you got so far, Rob. And right now, before you do any rerolls like with leading shots, this one you need to decide if you want to do Intel Officer.
Yeah, I think I do. I'll do it on your brace.
Okay, so if I spend my brace, I have to discard it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you want to spend a blue dice to reroll anything?
Yes, I like to spend the 1 damage blue, and I will reroll the black die, please.
Reroll the black. Okay. These over here. Rolling the black, leading shots. For a hit, so basically same difference. So there's no other things to be done there. So I am going to burn my evade. This is something that also in the new rules that if you're defending against a ship that's of a larger class than you, you can burn your evade to get the effect twice. So I'm going to re-roll this double and re-roll the blue crit. Okay, and that reduced it by 1. So I'm taking 4 damage. I am going to because I think he's not long for this, right? I'm going to go in and spend the brace. Have to spend it because of Intel Officer. Now, because he has heavy turbo laser turrets, and I spent my evade, the brace only reduces damage by 1 as opposed to half. So I take 3 damage instead of being able to only take 2. So 3 damage with a crit. So Dodonna is going to come back into play here. Okay, so my raider's taken 1, 2, and then a crit, which Rob gets to look at 4 and pick the one he wants me to take. Rob chose structural damage, so my raider takes 2 damage total, then with 2 health remaining.
Alright, I'm going to spend my nav token to reduce my speed from 2 to 1. And then I'm going to go 1 straight forward where I am right now. Yeah, right about there.
Okay.
And that would be the Starhawk's turn.
Okay, activating my raider on the left there who just took a pounding. Got a navigate dial and a concentrate fire dial from Admiral Thrawn. We will be starting with a side shot into the side, which is obstructed. I get a blue and a black, which I have to take one away. And then we'll be moving on to the front arc, firing into the Starhawk. Okay, first my side shot. 2 blue and a black. I have to take one away because I'm obstructed, so I'm rolling a black. I'll leave it.
You're not going to get anything but a hit, right?
It's a crit hit, and I have assault concussion missiles, so it'll also be doing a damage here and here with my crit effect.
So I get taken out and stop it?
No, contains only stop normal crits. That's a specialty crit.
Embrace won't do anything. Shields won't do anything. So I'll use salvo back, I guess.
Okay, you'll be salvoing back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so taking 2 damage on the side that I shot from the hit crit, and I will activate assault concussion missiles, then does a damage here and a damage on the aft. But that is only once per turn, so it is tapped. I cannot do that again until next turn. And now for the salvo back into my side. All right, here comes the salvo back. My guy has no defense tokens, and I'm just leaving the Starhawk's defense tokens in there. Just keep in mind that a Raider does not get those. That'd be amazing. So, since it is basically an exact reverse shot, it's the rear battery arc, 2 red and a black, and it was obstructed, so this shot is also obstructed, so red and black. So 1 hit, and I just have to let that lie. I can't do anything about it. Okay, now for my Raider shot front into the side of the Starhawk, 2 blue and 2 black, and I still have the concentrate fire dial from Thrawn that I have not used yet. I will concentrate fire in. Actually, I'm going to do a blue. Maybe try to get an accuracy, see if I can't do something about some of these defense tokens. No, that's fine. See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to go ahead and see if I can get greedy. And ordnance experts. No, that's fine. That'll be the same difference. So, 5 damage, Rob.
Alright. Side 4 shields, right? Correct?
You have 2 shields on the side.
2 shields, right. Alright, first I will redirect that.
So you're not gonna brace?
I still have another ship command Gladiator at least.
Yep. So you're just gonna redirect.
I imagine the Gladiator is far worse than your.
Okay, so if you redirect,
yeah.
And is that all you're gonna spend? Something gonna redirect to the front?
Yes, it'll be redirected to the front. I mean, I basically have to.
Okay. And not gonna salvo?
No, not gonna salvo.
Okay. Okay, redirecting all 5 damage to the front. And he does have 5 shields there. Did you want to drop down to 0, Rob, or leave it at 1 and take 1 on the side?
Leave it at 1 and take 1 on the side.
Okay, and then the other one on the side. Alright, my Raider is going speed 4. And using the dial to get in the click at the 1 here, going at speed 4. And trying an inside turn here and see if I can avoid colliding with this Ordnance Cruiser. Although I'm kind of just presenting myself for death to this Ordnance Cruiser now. But, yeah. Barely not colliding. It's right on the edge. And the Starhawk will just go back to here.
Okay, Ben, I'm going to be activating the MC-75, and it is a concentrate fire dial. I will be most likely using it to take out that Raider. Sorry. I will use my nav.
Well, we'll do that during the navigate.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so we're going to be doing a shot from the starboard side into the front of the Raider. It'll have to be a minor miracle for my Raider to survive this, considering especially since I have no defense tokens left on that guy. Alright, here comes the side into the front.
Raw damage.
3 red, 2 black. And you don't need to modify anything, Rob. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I can't do anything about it. That is a dead Raider. And the first casualty on the Imperial side. The Hero Raider, Hero to the Imperium. He did his job, put massive damage into that Starhawk.
Alright, I will be moving forward at still speed 2. Unfortunately, it looks like I run over Corn in the X-Wing.
But you're now securely on the station. Your 3 command definitely giving you the advantage right now, as I have no one else in range for the station control. And I'll be placing X-Wing and Corn just on the back here. Alright, we've got my next Raider, who's going to activate and be a hero. I actually do have angle now on the side as well, so I have front to side and side to side, revealing a nav command and getting Thrawn's concentrate fire dial as well. We will be starting with a side shot into the side. Alright, here's the side shot into the side of the Starhawk, blue and a black. And I will go ahead and do my concentrate fire now. I will concentrate fire in a black from Thrawn. Then I will ordnance experts these 2 black dice. Wow, so 4 blank black dice. What are the odds of that? Anyway, anything you want to do about this?
1 damage.
1 damage?
I'll brace it. No trouble.
Just gonna leave it?
Yep.
Okay. Shields down on the Starhawk on the starboard side. Alright, now for my front shot into the side of the Starhawk. 2 blue, 2 black, and I do not get Thrawn anymore because I've already used the concentrate fire dial. And unfortunately, I did not get any of the black crits that I needed. I could ordnance experts. I think it will be important to help with overall damage potential. I am going to ordnance experts my 2 black dice. Didn't get it. Wow, that's pretty incredible on the black dice right now. So 3 damage, 1 of them is a crit.
Contain the crit.
Containing the crit.
And then I will. What's the gladiators for our weapons? I mean,
Right now it's going to be 2 red because I'm not in range. So just 2 red dice is all you're going to be taking.
and cities can still move and then attack.
Oh, that's Demolisher. I do not have Demolisher.
Okay. I'll brace it.
Okay, so brace to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So take 2 face down damage cards.
Yes.
Alright, here's movement for my Raider. Getting the extra 1 here from the dial and the extra 1 here from Take Evasive Action Fleet Command. Still calling back to my introductory video where I was talking about how I love that fleet command because it just really adds to the maneuverability of all of your ships. And then the Starhawk is going back to here.
Alright, so I'm going to be activating the Nebulon, the Yavaris one.
Oh my god. Better focus there. There we go.
Okay, activate, and it is a concentrate fire dial. I'll be firing upon my side arc. I'll also be using the squadron token.
Yep, so that happens first.
Yep.
And he's activating
The X-Wing.
this
squad
X-Wing.
right there.
Will be staying still and taking a shot with Yavaris, so gets an extra dice when he does his attack. Alright, here comes the X-Wing's bomber shot into the front of my Raider. He gets 1 red dice normally, but 2 red because of Yavaris, and he didn't move. Crit, crit, and they both count because he is a bomber.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will go ahead and... Ooh. I will... Actually, I will go ahead and evade one of those, see if I can't get lucky. This could be really bad if it rolls into a double. Regular hit, so no difference. I am just going to then take that. I'm not going to use my brace yet. Alright, now for the side shot from Yavaris into the front of the Raider, which now no longer has any shields. Blue and a red. Hit, hit. And I will go ahead and do this evade on the blue. No, I take that back. I'm going to do it on the red, see if I can't get a blank. Again, playing with fate here. Rolls into a crit. Figures. I probably shouldn't have done that. So we're then just going to embrace to 1 damage, but it is going to be a Dodonna crit. Compartment fire. So all those defense tokens I just spent, I cannot ready until I repair this. And then we are going to flak out the front.
Yes.
It's 2 blue onto Tempest and this Defender, but obstructed, so 1 blue. I'll just do this real quick right here. Got nothing on Tempest and nothing on the Defender.
Yep, it's going to go straight 1.
Landing on the asteroid field, so that's going to be a face-up damage. Structural damage running into the asteroid, so 2 damage taken on Yavaris' hull. Okay, activating my Quasar Carrier. It is a squadron command, and I can activate 5, and I am in range of my squadron since I have boosted comms. I do get the Thrawn Concentrate Fire dial, but I'm not in range to shoot anybody, so I'll just be taking a token with the Concentrate Fire. These are the squadrons I will be activating, and I'll just try to describe them to you as we are rolling dice. Okay, we'll be starting with the Defender on the far left and back. Attacking the X-Wing squad, I get an extra blue dice because of flight controllers. So it'll be 3 blue and 2 black against that X-Wing. So 3 damage. And I'm not in range of Commander Woldar, so I cannot reroll anything right now. And then I will just go ahead and activate the Defender that was right next to the X-Wing. We'll just go ahead and do that one. Set on the dice. 4-3 damage, so that X-Wing goes down. Okay, that Defender that just attacked is this one. He's now freed up. I'm going to actually move him just slightly back to here. And next, we'll be activating... So I have, just so you guys know, I have 3 more activations left. So this Defender will be going over here to do a bombing run in the side of this MC-75. And just to describe it all for you now, I'm just going to move them all now so you can see me moving it, and then we'll just do the attacks later. Merrick Steele will come in for his bombing run, and then Colonel Jendon will come in here and then let Merrick Steele attack again. Alright, first one. Regular Defender. His attack is a hit. It's taken on the shield, so shield's down on that port side, and the reason why the shields are down is because, just a reminder, Rob moved 2 shields to the front with aspiration. Now, for Merrick Steele for his first attack, and I will go ahead and leave that action. I'm going to accuracy your redirect, so it's 1 critical. Contain. Okay. So we 1 face down. And then Colonel Jendon coming in, letting Merrick Steele attack again. 2 hits. Then I'll use Merrick Steele's ability to turn one of those into crit. So hit crit, Rob.
Contain and brace.
Okay, so contain and brace. So 1 more face down. So 2 face down on the MC-75. And then just moving at speed 1 with my Quasar.
Okay. I'm going to be activating my GR-75 repair crew team. We have a navigation token, dial, sorry, and I'll be using that to speed up to 3.
Yep, and getting an extra click at the 1. He was not in range, unfortunately, to use his engineering token. And we'll see if he can make it fit in here, although it's not looking... Yep, unfortunately that is going to be a ram. So you come back to here, and the GR-75 will take a damage, but not the MC-75, because flotillas do not cause damage to other people unless they are also a flotilla. Now I need to see if my Raider can fit where he landed, and I believe so. Yeah, so you're clear of my Raider. But unfortunately did hit GR-75, or MC-75. And then actually, your X-Wing is clear,
Really?
And Corrin was also clear, yeah. Because of the ram, you would not have hit both of them.
Okay.
Alright, activating my Gazanti. The squadron command. So I screwed up there. I shouldn't have done Jendon with the Quasar, because I've now moved the only person that was in range of the Gazanti. I was going to have him move in and reactivate Steel, because my Gazanti is out of range of Tempest Squad. So I'll just be... I'll go ahead and take that as a squadron token and replace the nav token that I have. And then I'm just going to be moving forward a nice, leisurely speed 1. Okay, activating the Chimera. It is a navigate command, and then with Thrawn's concentrate fire. So I get a long range shot. I am barely in range, front to front, from my Chimera into the MC-75. It is going to be obstructed, so it'll be 3 red dice plus my concentrate fire. Okay, here's the obstructed shot. Front to front from the Chimera. 3 red dice. And then concentrate fire. That hit that one, I believe. So those are actually both blank. And okay, it's only going to be 1 damage as a crit. And it will be... I will actually your redirect, Rob. So what do you want to do?
It's a crit command?
No, it's on your front though. So you got shields there.
Oh, I'll just take all shields. Only 1?
Yep, just 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so using my nav dial to get a tick at the 1, and once again, take evasive action, getting an extra tick at the 3. And also just, so you guys know the proper order, after I spent my concentrate fire dial, or my concentrate fire command from Thrawn, that's when I activate Vanto, because it's after my first command is activated, and I'm taking a concentrate fire token. Will be used next turn. So here's my move. Lining myself up for next turn. Okay, last but not least, my Insidious Gladiator. It is a navigate. I am barely out of close range, so I don't get my black dice yet. So only 2 red dice going into the side of the Starhawk. And then I'll be flacking out the side. I'll hit everyone except Hera. I'm not going to put that on camera because it's just going to be 1 blue against all those named squadrons. But just plank damage. Alright, here comes the shots from the Insidious. 2 red. And then Thrawn's concentrate fire. Try not to make sure I don't hit these into like I did last time. Alright, and I cannot adjust that any other way. So I am going, so you got a hit and a crit, Rob. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter, my intel officer, because everything's already exhausted anyway. So do you want to give anything up, or do you want to take a crit and a hit? If you spend it, you have to burn it.
Right. What are your front shields? 2?
You have 1 on your front shield.
No, yours.
Oh, me? I have 3 on my front shields.
Okay.
It'll be 2 red if you decide to salvo.
Oh, that's right, because I have a plan. So if I redirect, I could possibly
You'll still take.
stop the crit?
No, you'll still take the crit. Crit always happens first. So you'll redirect 1 to one of your front or back shields, and then it will be a face-up damage, unless you burn your contain.
I'm gonna burn the contain. You can do it, but I'm gonna do it.
And the redirect,
Uh,
or just take 2 face down.
2 face down was fine.
2 face down. So with my Gladiator, I'm dropping down to speed 2. I am definitely in a bad situation here with all those squadrons coming in, and then Rob having first turn. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to do the big shot of my Gladiator, but we'll see. Definitely not going to earn back those 13-point expanded launchers that I put on this thing. Probably not even going to be able to fire them once, but we'll find out. Alright, squadron phase. We have Nora moving up to provide her buffs for everyone.
Hera declared her as rogue.
You said Nim.
Oh, I changed it to.
Oh, okay. So never mind. So Nora is now rogue with Luke. Alright, so Nora attacking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hit. I will
I don't think
let that go.
Her, does it?
Yep, it does.
Okay, so you automatically lose one automatically.
It's not a crit, Rob.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
So, one shield. And then Luke. Hit crit, doesn't matter because it's going on my back. That's the shield's already down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to brace. And the redirect doesn't matter. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to evade. Redirects don't matter on Luke. Annoying Luke Skywalker. Come on, give me a blank. There it is. Got lucky there.
You did.
Okay, the only one I have left is Tempest, which is in range to throw a black dice into the side there of the MC-75. Okay, Tempest, throwing a bomber run into the side of the MC-75. And I am just gonna get greedy. Why not? Bomber command. Give me that hit crit. No, regular hit.
Just don't take that. Oh, there's no shield there. I'll just take a regular hit.
Don't want to redirect it.
This one shield's way over there on the far right hand side. Yeah.
Well, it's on the side, so you have 3 on the back, 5 on the front.
I can take one off the front. Yeah, I'll redirect it.
Yeah, probably. Don't take damage, you don't have to. Alright, so these are some more moves that happened. Why are we moving here? Nim, they are not rogue, so they cannot attack. Dash gets a shot, and I need to check. Hera is range for her shot as well, because she is rogue. Alright, Dash with his shot. It's a hit.
Hit.
You want to keep it or you want to re-roll it?
I'll keep it. I'm sorry.
Okay, I will spend my redirect. Take it to my starboard side, down to 1 shield remaining there. And then Hera gets a blue and a black, but she is not bomber, so her crits don't count.
Right.
Get a hit and accuracy.
Oh, accuracy.
Although it doesn't matter because I can't spend.
Right.
Tokens I've already spent,
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't matter on the brace, so I just take 1 face down. Okay, last squadron is Corrin Horn. He has rogue and bomber. He's going to move over here and put a bomber shot into the front of my raider. Alright, Corrin shot for 1. And I will just go ahead and take it. Alright, start of round 4, and Rob did earn a victory token at the end of round 3. Over here, the Insidious, my gladiator, with so many wasted upgrades right now, being hounded by all of these rebel squadrons, and right in the broadside of the mighty Starhawk. However, Rob has some choices to make, as he is first player. Does he activate the Starhawk to kill my gladiator, or the MC-75, or even Yavaris, because Thrawn has now arrived. His pincer flanking maneuver is now culminating. Imperial 2 Star Destroyer facing down this side of the Rebel fleet, along with Merrick Steele and all the defenders, with my carrier group over here. Round 4, I expect to see lots and lots of fireworks happening, and the board to be cleared rather significantly. We'll be back.
Alright, I'll activate the Starhawk. It is a focused fire dial, and I will be attacking the gladiator from my side to your side.
And then after that,
I will be attacking my mine. But Star will be attacking your raider from the rear to your rear, looks like.
Okay, see if he can get it 2 for 1 on this turn.
They're open.
Alright, here we go. We've got 2 red, 2 blue, and a black. Side of the Starhawk to the side of the Gladiator. Alright, you have a concentrate fire. Do you want to use it now?
Yeah, I'll use it now.
What kind of dice do you want to add?
A black die, please.
A black dice. That would make sense.
Yeah, one there.
Yeah, it did not adjust it though. So.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Oh, I guess before you roll that, you had to declare your intel officer. Do you want to use your intel officer?
Your brace.
So if I use my brace, I have to burn it. If I use my brace with anything else, I only can reduce damage by 1. So right now, 7 damage coming in. If I just do a redirect, I'll be taking 2 damage with a crit, and with Dodonna, that could be devastating. I am going to spend my evade, and actually burn my evade since you're a larger ship class than me, and have you re-roll your black hit crit and the blue crit. See if I can't reduce some of this damage coming in. So blue and a black being re-rolled from burning the evade. It's the exact same result. Of course you would get that. Of course you would. Alright. So if I do the brace and redirect, I'll at least only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The brace will only reduce it by 1 because I'll be using my reduct to 6. So I will still be taking, but at least it'll be only 1 crit as opposed to a crit and a hit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to burn the brace permanently because of Intel Officer. Spend the redirect, take 3 shields on the front, 3 shields on the side, and 1 face-up crit from Dodonna. So the damage card he picked, structural damage, which means I take another damage. But my Gladiator survives on 1 health. Burning that brace saved Insidious's life. But now, can the Raider survive the rear arc into its aft section? Alright, 2 red and a black, aft to aft. That was like so. And the reason why these are red is because my damage, I cannot ready spent tokens. Alright, so I have a hit crit and a hit. I am going to burn this evade and just have you roll both because you're a larger ship size. I get to double the effect of the evade. Still a hit crit. Well, I mean, I have to brace. Burn that to make it 1 damage, but it's still a Dodonna crit. If he pulls the structural, I will be dead. So I got very lucky. My Raider survives on 1 health because the crit was not structural damage, but it was target disruptor. It means I cannot resolve critical effects, which pretty much neuters my assault concussion missiles. But at least the Raider will get to fight before it dies.
Looks like you might ram into me.
And moving at speed 1, doing a turn here. That was close. Almost made me hit you. That would have killed me. You did try to swing your button to me.
Yeah, side swipe.
Yeah. Very close. But Demolisher, not Demolisher.
Yeah, you
Demolisher. Insidious gets its vengeance. Alright, this brave crew on the Raider will activate. And it is a navigate, and do it before he dies. Get hit salvos off. I forgot to mention at the beginning, Thrawn, I revealed another dial. It is Concentrate Fire, so my whole fleet gets Concentrate Fire. And I activated Intensify Firepower. I switched it out with Chimera. So Intensify Firepower is now also active for my entire fleet. Okay, my Raider firing 2 blue, 2 black into the aft of the MC-75. It was a clear shot, yellow dot to yellow dot. So here comes the shot. And we'll go ahead and add a black. And I'm actually just going to leave that and not be greedy. Still have lots of shields. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And unfortunately, because of the crit I just took, you guys see that black crit? I cannot activate my assault concussion missiles, unfortunately. But 5's damage is still good. I'm going to stop Rob from utilizing his redirect. So no redirect, Rob.
Okay. Let's see. The contain crits don't matter.
Yep, containing doesn't matter because I can't do crits right now.
Right. Bracing wood.
Bracing down to 3. And just take all of it on the shields. You have 3 shields there.
Shields, and then I don't worry about Chimera later.
Alright, so brace to 3?
Brace to 3, yeah, take it on the shields.
Okay. Second shot on my Raider will be a side shot to the side of the GR-75, blue and black. And I will Ordnance Expert. I got an accuracy, so no scatter. So a hit. You want to make me re-roll it?
On a black? I can
Or do you want to risk it?
Yeah, it's risky.
Alright, so just leave it?
Leave it, and that's on the, which side was that again?
On here. So,
Side shot?
yeah.
Only one shot? Yeah, that's right.
So 1 damage, shields down on the starboard side of the GR-75. So with movement, I decided to use my dial, and I had a nav token on that Raider to drop down to speed 2 and just ram the flotilla. I don't take damage, but the flotilla does. So 1 damage on that GR-75.
Okay, I'll be moving the M75 next, MC75. And it is a squadron dial. I'll be activating the X-Wing right there, and he's going to be moving over to right over here.
And who will he be shooting?
Yep.
And who will he be shooing?
Good question. Looking like nobody's damaged at all over there.
No.
Am I correct? Alright. And everybody seems to have the same health. Am I correct?
Yes.
6? Is that it?
Actually, you have to attack Tempest, because Tempest is an escort, so you have to attack them.
Oh, well, then that makes it. Okay, I'm attacking.
Yep, so we'll be attacking Tempest, and then Corrin.
And then Corrin will be taking a bombing run upon your Raider there.
Okay, let's go get those done.
I'll also be using the engineering token that I have to raise my one shield up my port side towards the Chimera.
Okay, X-Wing, attacking Tempest Squad. Torn 4.
Yes, please.
4 hits. Tempest is down to 1 health left. And then we will do the bombing run.
Yep. One done.
Nothing. And Bomber Command Center is gone. My Raider is still alive, somehow.
Alright, I'm going to shoot the Raider from the rear.
Okay, aft shot. 2 black dice into the Raider. I will burn this to make you reroll both, because you are a larger ship than me. 2 blanks! Nope, the Raider has gone down.
Alright, now my port side shot will be onto the Chimera itself.
Alright, 3 red, 2 black into the front of the Chimera. So we've got crit, hit, hit, a couple blanks. So you want to reroll that black?
I can reroll both of the Ordnance Experts. I can do both blacks, actually.
You can.
And I will do both blacks.
Do both blacks, alright.
I need to do this.
Get this out of here for now.
Thank you.
Alright. Ordnance Experts. Double hit, so increases damage by 1. See what I got coming in on the Chimera. I am going to redirect and salvo, and since I have projection experts, I can redirect to all shield zones. And I'm going to take 1 on each side and 1 on the aft, and then 1 on the front. That is, I did say, yeah, it is 4 damage. Yep. So just that right there makes me be like, projection experts are actually pretty good.
They are, they look very good.
Alright, now for the salvo back. Alright, and here is the salvo shot coming back into the MC-75. And I will go ahead and it's 1 damage. I'm going to spend this accuracy for leading shots. You roll the red. See if I get lucky with like a double or something. Okay, hit crit.
They're not good. So I will use my I'll detain the crit.
Detain the crit.
So those will be 2 hits.
Okay, so damage on the shield. So just containing. So
Just containing, yeah.
hit on the shield and 1 face down.
Correct. Alright, I'm going to move, I'm going speed 2, and I'm going to continue forward 2. I'm going to go straight. Right there.
And there was a defender squad there. I already moved him out of the way, so I get to place him. And Merrick Steele was here, and that was just for the ruler. And I'll go and place the defender just right here. Okay, activating my Quasar. With a squadron command, I can activate 5, and then I will also be doing a front shot into the front of the MC-75 aspiration. This is the furball that I'll be activating. I'll be acting all of them except this defender here. He will not be activated. And I'll just describe what is going on and who's attacking who as we proceed. Okay, moving the defender that was on the far right up to be barely within range of Commander Woldar, so I get the reroll, and attacking the X-Wing, and I get additional blue dice from Flight Controller. So 3 blue, 2 black with a reroll. So not the hottest, only 2 hits so far. I will reroll a black. So 3 hits, X-Wing is not dead yet. I will activate Tempest Squad to do their attack on the X-Wing, which is also within Woldar range. So 3 blue and then 1 more blue because of Flight Controllers. So you get 2 more damage. And got the 2. Well, I guess that was kind of cocked. So. Nope. Reroll from Woldar. Got it. So that X-Wing goes down from Tempest and that defender. So the attack's coming in for the remaining squads. This defender was here. He's going to move over here, do a bombing run. Merrick Steele bombing, and Colonel Jennings going to move over here and activate Merrick Steele again into the side of the MC-75. Okay, first defender, bombing run. For hit, I'll keep it.
I'm just gonna take that damage.
Okay, taking the damage. Then Merrick Steele's first attack. And turn that into a crit.
I will contain.
Okay, so 2 damage coming in. You currently have taken 4 damage. You have 5 health left.
I'm down to 3. Love.
So you're gonna go ahead and just take it.
I think I have to redirect.
And redirect 2 to the front. So 2 shields down on the front. And then Merrick Steele's second attack from Colonel Jendon.
Oops.
Okay. And turn this into a crit and stop your redirect, so you can't redirect it.
I will have to burn one of my contains to make sure you don't.
Burn contain, face down damage. So 4 health remaining on the MC-75. And now my front to front shot into the MC-75. Okay, 3 blue dice from the Quasar. And then Thrawn's concentrate fire. And nothing needs to be modified there, so 4 damage coming in.
The 2 shields left, correct?
2 shields left on the front.
I don't have any of those shields at all on the side.
You could redirect to the starboard side. You have 3 shields over there. You could burn your redirect to take all on the shields. Everything's gonna be a burn.
Yeah, I know. That's the shields redirect to the starboard side.
All right, taking it all on the shields. Okay, redirecting 3 damage to this side and taking 1 on the front. So, staying at speed 1, and I actually hit my own Gazanti, so the Gazanti takes 1 damage, and the Quasar goes back to where it was.
Alright, I'll be doing the Yavaris next by Nebulon, and it's a engineering dial. I will be using the engineering part to remove one of my face down damage cards I have already. And I'll be firing upon the Chimera from both my frontal and side arcs.
Okay, both of these shots are obstructed because even though the side shot, when you go yellow dot to yellow dot, he is crossing the asteroid that he is overlapping. So first we're doing the front shot, 2 red dice.
Yep.
1 hit.
I'm going to be spending my focus fire token I have.
Okay,
Reroll that
roll.
line.
Hit crit. And there's nothing else to modify.
No.
I don't really have any other shots coming in, so I'll just go ahead and brace it and take it on the front. So 1 damage. So side shot, Rob, red or blue?
I'll be using the red because I was obstructed. I did.
Yep. 1 hit. And I'll just take it on the front. So shields down to 1 on the Chimera. So unfortunately, no nav commands or dials. Can only go straight 1. No way to get around it. Landing on the asteroid. Again, for a face-up damage, which is structural damage. That's the second structural damage that Yavaris has taken. So Yavaris is down to 2 health remaining. Okay, I'll be activating my Gazanti. Squadron command. I have 1 squadron left. This defender, which will be firing a bomber shot into the side. And then with my concentrate fire from Thrawn, the little Gazanti that could, firing into the front of the MC-75. Okay, so the defender. Accuracy, bomber command for a hit. There's nothing to do about that actually, so 1 damage. And then the Gazanti attacks. Concentrate fire with Thrawn. And we will intensify firepower. Make that into a hit crit. You have 1 shield remaining on the front of your MC-75.
Thrawn has not gone yet, correct?
Thrawn has not gone yet. Yes, the Chimera has been.
I'll just take it.
Just take it.
Yeah.
So that'll be a hit on the shield and then a face-up damage.
I know.
Okay. We have damaged munitions, which means he has to remove a damage card or die every time he attacks. And for movement, my Gazanti rams into the MC-75, taking a damage. 1 damage remaining on the Gazanti.
Alright, I'm going to remove the G75 that has the repair cruise. It has a navigation dial.
So he had an engineering token, and he spent that to repair 1 damage himself.
Yes.
And then since the dial choices are done during the movement phase, he can then choose to take the token to put onto his GR75. So I'm moving forward 2. Okay, it is now time for the Chimera to get into the action, revealing a navigate command and also having Thrawn's concentrate fire dial. I will be spending nothing right now yet, and I'll be firing front arc into the side of the MC-75. See if we can't end that. And then I barely have an arc over here, my right side to the port side, clipping that angle to attack Yavaris. Alright, the powerful forward arc of an Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. 4 red, 4 blue, MC-75. And that is it. Only 2 health left on the MC-75. No mitigations or anything need to happen there. And now for the side shot into Yavaris, side to side. 2 blue, 2 red. That is pretty good. I'll then concentrate fire in a red from the concentrate fire dial from Thrawn. And then we will intensify forward firepower. And I will stop your evade. That is going to be 4 damage.
Alright, and then it's coming on the front.
To the side.
Alright, now on there. I will flip over a brazier.
Yep, so brace to 2. Alright, so this is what happened. The crit was shield failure, which doesn't really matter. The MC-75 was destroyed from the first shot. Yavaris only has 1 health left, so I am ordering Thrawn, or Thrawn is ordering the Chimera to reduce speed to 2, and then I will ram Yavaris, and taking Yavaris out as well, while also taking a damage on the Chimera. Alright, lastly, we finally come to Insidious, who will actually get to use his 13-point upgrade out the front arc. I do have the Starhawk double arc, so I'll be attacking out the front and the side into the rear of the Starhawk. The command is Navigate with Thrawn's Concentrate Fire dial. Okay, we'll be starting with a side to rear shot. The Starhawk has 10 health left, by the way. So 4 black dice. I'll leave it like that. 6 damage.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, actually, hang on. And I am also going to... going to do my Concentrate Fire now. Add a black. Alright.
Nice.
2, 4, 6, 8 damage coming in.
Alright, well, we're going to brace it. Knock it down to 4.
Yep, I just realized I made a mistake.
What?
I'll tell you here in a second.
All
So
right.
braced it down to 4.
Yeah, and then I'm going to, do I have any shields on the side?
Yeah, 4 shields on the port.
Yep, I'm going to use my shields. Yeah,
Alright.
redirect, that's what's called.
Redirect all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can take it down some more.
Okay, so all shields are down except the aft has 1 shield remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that leaves it up to, let's see, 4. So half of the 4, right?
Yeah, so that's it.
That's it? Alright. And then I'll use salvo to...
Yep, and there's my mistake. I should have done my front shot first, where I get 2 extra red dice as well. So maybe accuracy something, because you might kill me here.
That's...
Alright, the salvo back. Aft to front. 2 red and a black. Am I going to pay for my idiotic mistake? And I do, and I am killed before I get to fire. So, I still did not use my expanded launchers. Both of us did not use our expanded launchers. So the commander on the Insidious made a grave tactical error and was destroyed before it could do any significant damage to the Starhawk. And in our squadron phase, all of the squadrons that were on Rob's right flank with the Insidious destroyed have now redeployed and start burning towards the Chimera and the remainder of the Imperial fleet. Okay, here we are. Start of round 5. Rob gained another victory token because the GR-75 was the only ship in range of the station. So, for 2 rounds remaining, we have Dodonna on the Starhawk with 10 health left. Out here on the left flank with the Rebel heroes speeding to join Corrin Horn. We've got Dash, Nora, Luke, Nim, Hera, and the brave Y-Wing pilot, all trying to get over here where Thrawn and the Chimera are now still speeding through the center of the board with all the defenders and Merrick Steele, Colonel Jendon, and Tempest Squad. And the carrier group is also still alive and kicking. Can the 2 commanders, Grand Admiral Thrawn and General Dodonna, actually engage both of their capital ships with only 2 turns remaining? We shall see.
So now we're going to activate the GR-75. That's an engineering dial.
And he's using his repair crews to repair a damage.
Right, a damage. Okay, so I'm going keep at speed 2. Be going forward. Just right before I hit the asteroid.
Yep, and he did have a token to speed up, but if he did, he would have hit the asteroid.
And it would have hurt me more.
Yep, only 2 health left on that Gazanti. Didn't want to risk structural damage. Okay, we have my Gazanti, and real quick, just to let you guys know, I'm with Chimera. I swapped out my fleet command to entrapment formation, and activated it with the navigate token that Commander Vanto gave me from last turn. So the Gazanti has a nav dial, and I will be spending a squadron token that the Gazanti has to activate one of my squadrons. And I'll be doing a shot from the front and from the shot from the side into the side of the GR-75. And I'll just do this now. The squadron coming in to take the shot, as we're going to do this defender here. It has only 3 health. He'll be maneuvering over to like so. Alright, first we have the defender doing its bombing run. A hit.
Reroll that, please. Evade.
Okay, we'll evade. Reroll. Crit. You do have 1 shield on that side. Did you want to scatter?
Not yet.
Alright, so
something bigger coming.
yeah, so shields down. And then Gazanti, front arc. Hit. This will be on your hull. You have 2 health left.
I know, you give me double arc, right?
Yep.
Either way, I'm going to be taking... Oh, no, that's not true. I'll scatter it.
Scatter. No damage. And then the side of the Gazanti to the side of the GR-75 for a hit. That'll be 1 damage. You have 1 health left.
To take it.
Alright, so... GR-75 loses a shield, takes a damage with 1 health remaining. The repair crew saving its life for now. I'll be using my nav dial to go up to speed 2 and get an extra click at the 1 here. That is it for my Gazanti.
Alright, I'll be moving the Starhawk next. And it is a squadron dial. I will be taking the token for later. And I've also spent my engineering token to increase my shield up on my port side. As you see. And now I'm going to maneuver and try to get back into engagement.
Okay. Alright, doing the Quasar next. Squadrons, and all y'all are surprised by now with my dedicated carrier doing only squadrons. Activating 5, and then moving. Alright, first attack I'm going to do with the squad, I'm going to send Merrick Steele in. Since he gets to roll 2 dice when he does his bombing runs, see if I can't get an accuracy in what I need to get the 1 final damage off of that GR-75. Okay, Merrick Steele doing his bombing run. Alright, we have double crit. And I'll actually re-roll with Bomber Command, see if I can get that accuracy. Nope. And then I'll just, for Merrick's ability, just for the sake of it, 2 crits.
Burn the scatter, I guess.
Yep, no damage. And you'll see this, it's off screen, but Colonel Jenin coming in to do his ability for Merrick to attack again. And block your evade, and that's a hit. And that'll be it. So there we have Merrick Steele and Colonel Jendin, and the GR-75 with the repair crews is finally destroyed. Okay, I'm using the entrapment formation command to speed up to speed 2 with my Quasar, and you can see I moved my remaining defenders to get in position for turn 6 to make runs on the Starhawk. I'm barely missing Colonel Jendin there. Next we have Thrawn on the Chimera. It is a concentrate fire. I will be taking it as a token, and then using Commander Vanto to give me another navigate token, and then using entrapment formation to speed up to speed 3. And doing a little sidestep maneuver there. Doing my best to see if I can potentially get a long-range shot in round 6 into Dodonna. And we did measure this already. I barely avoid hitting my own flotilla. Alert klaxon sounded. People were slightly worried, but all is good. Okay, I started the squadron phase. It's all the rebels. Hera is making Luke and Nora Wexley rogue. Nora will be moving first to throw a shot into the front of the Chimera, and Luke will be following to also throw a shot into the Chimera.
Luke, the force is with you.
All right, Nora's attack. You have a hit. And yeah, there's actually nothing to be done. It's just all on me to make decisions here. I will go ahead and spend this redirect and send it to my port side. And then Luke gets his attack. Hit crit.
Ignore shields.
And you're gonna do, you wanna do Nora's or do you wanna do Dodonna's?
Ooh.
You have to pick which one.
We'll go Dodonna. I really should go Dodonna.
All right. So first, I will then decide. I am going to brace that down to 1, so I'm only taking 1 face up, and then I'm going to salvo back at Luke. And I'll do this real quick before he does his crit thing. Nothing. I'll go on leading shots, maybe get 1 on Luke. Nothing. And the choice was compartment fire. Cannot ready my exhausted defense tokens. The Chimera is down to 9 health. Okay, Corrin coming in for a bombing run. For an accuracy. Dash coming in for his own bombing run. Hit crit. I will contain it. Or are you going to use Nora's ability?
Wait till you go through your shields. You have no shields there?
I have shields. I have 1 shield there. You're not going to be able to do the regular crit because I'm going to contain it.
So let me take the shields out then, right?
Right, so you're going to do Nora's ability?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So that would help.
So Nora's ability, a crit means I lose a shield there, then I take 2 damage. And since that is the case, and there are no other shots coming in really, I'm actually going to burn my brace to just take 1 on the hull. So I was wrong, Hera actually could reach, so she's getting her shot for a single hit. What do you want to accuracy?
Stop your salvo.
Okay. I will go ahead and burn my redirect to take it on a shield. And lastly, we've got Nim and the Y-Wing moving up behind. This is going to get really close coming into the end of this game. All right, here we are at the end, round 6. I gained my first victory token, and the Chimera has also switched out to take evasive action, and it has been activated, and I've revealed my final Thrawn dial. That's my last turn, and it is an engineering. The Starhawk is not in range to do any shots, unfortunately, but the real issue is all these bombers and aces swarming the Chimera. Can they be dealt with? Can they drop the Chimera? Can Thrawn go down through a dozen bee stings?
You don't activate the Starhawk. You only have to activate right now. And it's intensify fire. And I will take the token because I have nothing. I'll just flak out. Have 1 defender.
It's in range of a defender here to flak.
Yeah.
Maybe get 2 dice to flak if he wants.
Yeah.
Not going to do too much. We're just going to roll it here.
It is something now.
Yeah, it could matter, actually. Alright, so flak and concentrate fire. No hits.
Alright, for my last maneuver, I gotta keep my speeds at 1 and I have no way to change it, so I'm just gonna continue. I'll be turning inward as much as possible, just so that hopefully some year this Hulk will get there.
Okay, we will start with the Chimera. And it is revealing Concentrate Fire. And Thrawn's Dial of Engineering with a token gives me 6, which I use to get rid of 2 damage cards, including my critical. And all I'm in range to do is just do a whole bunch of flacking now at these hero squadrons. At the front and the side. And I've got Corrin, Dash, and Nim all double arced. We will start with the side, going after Hera, and then those 3, and then we'll go out the front with those 3 again, and then hitting Nora, Luke, and the Y-Wing. Okay, to start, we have Hera for no hits. Then we are going to Corrin. No hits. Dash. 1 hit. Nim. 2 hits. Did you want to brace?
Yes, Nim will brace.
Okay. Brace to 1. Now out of the front arc on Corrin. We have 2 hits. So we brace to 1. Then on Nim, this is what his defense tokens look like. And just taking 1.
Yeah.
And then on Dash. Taking 2, I'm guessing bracing to 1. Alright, now for the continuing, the flak out the front, Nora. 1 hit. Regular Y-Wing. 1 hit. And then Luke Skywalker. 1 hit. Use my Concentrate Fire. And use my token. Brace to 1. And the Chimera is moving at speed 3 and using take evasive action to get an extra click on the 3 here. And not hitting those defenders, barely. And then Nora and Luke go back to where they were. Okay, we are activating the Quasar. And last but not least, the same as always, Squadron Command. Activating 5 squadrons. Gonna send in all the Defenders and Tempest Squad to see what we can do against these hero squadrons of the Republic. I did some math. It is impossible for me to do enough damage on the Starhawk to kill it. But if I can clear some of these hero squadrons and tie them up, I could save Chimera and hopefully get enough points to pull out the victory. Okay, so we're going to be sending in Defender, Merrick Steel, and Tempest Squad. See how much damage we can do on this ball of death here. And I'll just try to leave this screen up while we are rolling dice instead of cutting back and forth, because this is a lot of attacks coming in. Okay, first one coming in is Tempest. Just getting right into the front of the ball, and I have to attack Luke because he has escort. Starting with 3 blue dice, getting 1 blue from flight controllers, and I am in range of Commander Woldar for a reroll. Oh, let me get Luke's defense tokens here. Y'all can see. Alright, I will stop your green brace. 3 damage. And that is all he has left.
Just 3.
Yep.
Then we have to burn that.
Yep, burn the brace. Take 2. Okay, bringing in my Defender with 3 health left. 3 blue, 2 black. Just need 1 damage, and that was enough to take out Luke Skywalker. Okay, so now I've got another Defender coming in to attack Nora. I'll leave it like... Actually, actually doesn't matter here, so I'll just do the Commander Woldar reroll. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Sure, obviously brace down to 3.
No, brace down,
Yep. Okay, bringing my last regular defender in on Nora. She has 2 health remaining. I just need 4 damage, or 3 damage. So I'm going to reduce this down to 2. Only 2 damage so far. And reroll a black with Commander Woldar. Need 1 more hit. I did not get it, so I'm guessing I want to brace.
Yes, brace, please.
To 1. Alright, Merrick Steele coming in to start working on Dash Rendar, who can do some real work against me in the squadron phase if I don't take him out. That's pretty good to start. Commander Woldar, reroll. And then use his ability to turn it to a face with a crit. So, 4 damage.
Do a brace.
Brace, down to 2. Okay, I am in range to do 1 blue flag at Nora and Corrin. We'll start with Nora. Just need 1 hit. Nope. Concentrate fire token. No hit. Nora will survive for now, somehow. And then Corrin. Of course, Corrin gets the hit. He's down to 3. Okay, moving at speed 2. Just going to do a little zigzag shuffle here to avoid hitting my Gazanti. I will land on the asteroid belt, but that is okay. I am undamaged, so I'll just take a face-up damage card. Coolant discharge, but isn't going to matter in the final round of the game. And lastly, we have my Gazanti still plucking along with the squadron command on 1 health. He'll be taking Colonel Jendon over to his pal, Merrick Steele, to attack Dash Rendar once again, see if we can't bring him down. So while using this special ability, I do not get the benefit of flight controllers because the flight controllers are not activating as a special ability from Colonel Jendon. So 2 blue, 2 black. Dash Rendar has 2 health left. I need to get 3 hits because that will negate the brace. And I was able to get 3. So even if you brace, Dash Rendar goes down. I also have flak from the Gazanti. I've got Nor Wexley double arced at black range. I just need 1 hit with 2 chances. Here we go. First chance. Blank. Are you kidding me? Second chance. Blank. What is happening? Nor Wexley is still alive. And then, now watch it, here it is. On Corrin, I'll get the hit. There you go. Unbelievable. And thank goodness for being able to sidestep. Just doing a little janky maneuver here to avoid running into the Chimera. And then Rob, you'll get to be able to place those 3 over there. Okay. Here we are at the end. Squadron phase of round 6. One thing to keep in mind for those watching at home, my Gazanti here does have Instructor Gorm, which is giving counter 1 to all of my ships here, so for Rob to keep in mind. And alright, Rob, what are we doing?
Well, Hera, at the start of the squadron phase, is going to make Nim and the Y-Wing Squadron rogue.
Okay, and then we will be doing some attacks, so I'll just keep the screen up here for you guys while we go to the dice. Alright, we have Nim attacking Tempest Squad, who has 1 health left. They are killed, but counter back for 1 damage. Nim has 2 health left now. Corrin Horn attacking the TIE Defender that is locking down Nora. 2 hits. Hera next on the same defender. 1 damage. Y-Wing. 1 damage. Oh, and let me do counters back real quick.
Oh.
On the Y-Wing, nothing. Can't kill anything but just for posterity. Hera takes 1, and Corrin takes 1. Okay, we are at the end of the battle, end of round 6. This is what everything looks like. Finally at the end, Dodonna and Thrawn pass by before both fleets prepare to jump to hyperspace. Who is the winner? We do not know yet. We will count up the points and be back with you to find out the conclusion to this epic 600-point battle. Okay, at the end of the game, on the right side, we have the kill total for Grand Admiral Thrawn's fleet of 357 points. And on the left side, with 250 points, is the kill total of General Dodonna's fleet. That made that a difference of 107 points. It was a nail-biter of a game, and only a couple of dice, and what is on the screen could have been vastly different. Okay, that was quite the battle.
It was. Probably one of our closest.
Yes, very close game. And Rob, your thoughts?
Well, the first mistake I did make, and I have to say I'll start with this, and you warned me too, was the flag bridge and intensified firepower. Now hopefully no one skipped over the end of this video, but throughout the whole thing I had one-time use of it, of the intensified firepower. And the time I needed it, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
So
if you're not used to using fleet commands, it's very easy to forget about them. So you forget to do them.
Right. But that was great. Otherwise, my tactics, you actually changed up in the beginning of the game, because I was going right for the space station from the beginning, and I had to pull off the Starhawk to take on your Wolfpack, and the MC-75 still went for the Starbase as it was supposed to. I was happy with that, and then my entire squadrons had to go and assist the Starhawk as well against your Wolfpack.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a good game otherwise.
It was. Yeah, that Hunter-Killer fleet I had going off to the side, they were sacrificed, but even though they didn't kill the Starhawk, my ultimate goal was for them to kill the Starhawk, but it worked out that it pretty much took the Starhawk away from the rest of my fleet.
Right.
And really just a couple dice rolls here and there, and you could have ended them sooner. So they were able to hold on just long enough to put damage down, stay alive just that little bit longer, so you still had to deal with them.
And same thing with you, though. You've had those black dice of yours. They're not, very friendly with you.
Those initial shots was really bad. It would
have been a whole different story otherwise.
I think it was turn 2.
Yes.
I think I had, with rerolls, I think it was 7 or 8 black dice that I rolled, and they were all blank except one.
Yeah.
It was incredible. But my other strategy on the other side, bringing in the carrier group and then Thrawn flanking around, so that just right at turn 4 came in just at the right moment to put the big shots down and able to just enough get the MC-75 and the Yavaris all at the same time. Yes, so he was pretty much out of the fight for the whole fight, but I was still benefiting from his Thrawn dials and from his fleet commands he was giving out, and he came in when he needed it. And at the end there, I was really worried about your Ball of Death squadrons, because they could have dropped that Chimera that last turn with all of their bomber hits. So I had to bring those defenders over, and I'm always impressed with how effective defenders can be.
Me too.
Especially with flight controllers and Commander Woldog for the rerolls. Yeah. They can just drop a whole bunch of damage, even on elite squadrons, even on aces that have braces and stuff.
M75, for instance, we were talking earlier.
Oh yeah, they were just kept putting hits on them.
You were needling it right
needling
down.
him to death,
yeah.
And then just basically let Thrawn clean up with a Chimera. So that was...
I didn't even need Thrawn at that moment.
Right.
You had to needle down.
We both tried different tactics. This was, I think, only the second time I've ever done contested outpost. First time for Rob doing contested outpost.
I liked it. I really did like it. I like that. That's a nice one. It's a nice, easy one, good one to learn on.
Yeah.
If you're just learning Armada, I think, personally.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that battle, and Rob and I will be thinking of the next one that we will be filming. So until next time, take it easy.